Today we're going to discuss whether you're part of the 95% or the 5%. Tune in. Good morning. Thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. I talked about, are you part of the 95% or the 5%? It's the majority opposed to the minority. The majority is 95%. The majority follows each other. The minority represents 5%. The minority believes in the addition or the quote, success leaves clues. For instance, great book written by Napoleon Hill called Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill spent 25 years of his life researching, analyzing, interviewing the most successful people on the planet. He really analyzed success and failure. And after that 25 years of analysis and research, he wrote a book called Think and Grow Rich and created 13 principles that if we learn, study, master, and apply, we will simply be successful. The minority understands this, follows these principles, and creates wealth for themselves and those around them. They're only 5% of the universe. The majority mimics the majority. The minority mimics the minority. They look for other successful people to surround themselves with. The majority of the people in the world, statistics, unfortunately, overweight, 50% divorce rate, most in debt, not set up for retirement, out of shape, and they spend an average of 11 hours a day on social media and or TV. So they're leading themselves to be influenced by others. The majority curses the minority. The minority that worked hard to create wealth, abundance, to do the work, to do whatever it takes to become successful, the majority curses them. The minority simply ignores the majority because they're in a circle of people striving to do whatever it takes to become successful and make a difference. Speaking of making a difference, the minority influences change. Think of all the things in the last 200 years. Think of some of the names, the Einsteins, the Edisons, of the simple changes they made to move us forward. That's the minority. The majority hates change. They like to stay in their comfort zone. They like to keep things the way they are. So you have to ask yourself, are you the majority, part of the 95%, the herd that are all going in one direction? Or are you the minority that thinks for yourself and becomes extremely intentional on who to surround yourself with, what to listen to, and so on? You have to ask yourself that question. Someone said a long time ago, you become who you are based on the 5 people you surround yourself with. Not sure who said it. Great quote. So you have to ask yourself, are you part of the majority or the minority? And a couple of things that can help you become part of the minority. Read. Read, read, read. Reading is wisdom. Someone else spent a lot of time researching, analyzing, and coming up with clues, successful traits, and wisdom that they spent their whole life. And you could read it in an hour, 2, 3, 4, however large that book is, and absorb that and start applying it. That will help you. Be conscious of who you want to surround yourself with. Find people that take you outside of your comfort zone and stretch you, that when they're speaking, we just sit back and listen, because there's so many golden nuggets in the conversation that like we're a kid in the candy store. When you start making simple decisions like that, it starts making a difference. And the third thing you could do, ask lots of questions and listen. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. The more we listen, the more we're going to learn, the more we're going to pick up. When we speak, we're just speaking. Listen, absorb the wisdom, surround yourself with the right people, and read someone else's trials, tribulations, and successes that we can absorb and apply. So if you're part of the minority, good on you. If you're part of the majority, it's time for you to make some shifts. As always, I want to thank you for joining me, Coach Michael, on your Monday morning. I want to wish a productive, prosperous week. Go get them. See you next Monday.